This is an 18-year-old Pelé, and we put him on a random team in Spain because the Brazilian leagues aren't in FIFA. I'm going to resimulate his entire career alongside one other player, and that player is Diego Maradona, 75 rated, playing for Barcelona, his first club that's in FIFA. And by the end of this video, you will have an answer. Who is better, Maradona or Pelé? And I'm going to simulate this all with Derby so I don't influence their careers at all. Let's go to the end of year one and see how the teenagers Maradona and Pelé get on. Pelé's 79 overall, he's gone up +4, and FC Andorra in the standings are 13th, a mid-tabled second division side. He is the highest rated player at the club though. Potential to be special, of course, is literally Pelé. He got 12 and 9 in his first season. Not great, especially for a striker, but he was top scorer at the club and top assister, so I guess he's doing his best. Financially, he's worth 49.5 million, which is basically more than the entire rest of the club combined. He's a beast, of course. It's literally Pelé. But let's go and see if Maradona's doing any better. On the team sheet, Maradona's the exact same. He's gone up 4 overall as well, but I don't think he's playing. His stamina is still full. We have to scroll down pretty far to get him because it is literally Barcelona. 79 overall, 5 and 5. He's had an okay season, but next year he'll probably be much better. Financially, he's worth also about 50 million, but everyone else is worth a lot more, of course, because this is literally Barcelona. Barcelona in the standings came second behind Real Madrid, but they did win the Copa de España. That's Maradona's first piece of silverware. And in the Champions League, they made it to the semi-finals. Hopefully they can win that tournament before Pelé even gets a look in. And that's kind of all I have to say for year one. Nothing major. And remember, since none of our players are European, they're not going to be in any European championships. So in the summer of 2024, we have nothing. We're going to go to the World Cup in 2026 and see if either of our players can dominate world football in 2 years' time. But before the European Championships, we still have next season. Pelé is 84 overall, 7 and 5. Not the best season of all. His attributes are pretty good, but he's just not scoring goals or getting assists. Financially, he's worth 102 million. Oh my god, the man is a machine. And he has a 150 million euro release clause, and I think he could go for that soon. They're still average in La Liga hypermotion. Yes, that's really what it's called. Top scorer in the league this year, scored 30 goals. Pelé was nowhere near that. Oh, he's not here, is he? Diego Maradona's left Barcelona. Where's he gone? Diego Maradona is gone to Tottenham. Oh my god. The man's gone to Spurs. Okay, that's hilarious. Diego Maradona, yeah, like Diego Maradona is gone to Spurs. That's amazing. These are his stats, by the way, for any of you that care. I did give him 50 ball handlings just because, you know, someone had to do it, okay? Let's go to Spurs and see how he's doing. That's hilarious. And with Maradona now being a Spurs player, he's down the bottom of the reserves, 83 overall. Varane is here. Chouameni is here. Oh my god. Spurs are not afraid to spend money. Kane is here, by the way, as well. That's kind of funny. Alphonso Davies is here too. Jesus. Top rated players. We do have to scroll down a while to get to Maradona, and he hasn't played a single game for Spurs, but they are in the Europa League. They have Sevilla, which means they're definitely gonna lose, and Spurs win against Sevilla. They're through. Kane with a brace. That's insane. Spurs are going to the Europa League final, and they're going to play against Napoli. Oh, and in the Premier League they are 5th behind Newcastle, the 2 Manchester clubs, and Liverpool. So they're not going to win the Premier League, and their only chance of a trophy this year will be in the Europa League final against Napoli. Can Maradona get his second trophy after the Copa del Rey? Who's going to win the Europa League final? Oh, Napoli do. Lobotka, Pedro Porro, and Raspadori all score. Raspadori scores late and Napoli win. Spurs don't. But Maradona still has 1 trophy and Pelé has 0, so he is still technically ahead. Let's go to year 3 and see how much better they get. I think this could be a breakout year for the pair of them. Well, I was right with the breakout season. Pelé's 88 overall, 13 and 8 though. Still isn't great. Top scorer at the club and top assist at the club, but I don't know. I kind of expected him to be a bit better, especially because it's literally Pelé. He is captain though, which is interesting at a very young age. And he's also not been transferred away. They're now 10th in La Liga hypermotion. Top this year was Granada. Okay. Financially, he's worth 206 million and his release clause is 371. Oh my god, he's not going anywhere, is he? Okay, hold on. There's no way he's going anywhere, but the World Cup is this year, so he has a chance to establish his legacy there. In the Spurs team, Maradona's going up to an 87 overall, but he's still kind of not playing because Chouameni, Madison, and Basuma are holding it down in midfield. There's no cams in this formation, so it doesn't really fit. In the squad hub, he's now one of the best players at the club. Played 34 games this season, got 3 and 1, but he's probably playing centre mid, so it makes sense. I might make his alternate position a winger just so we can get some game time. In the Premier League, Spurs are 3rd, 3-way tie at the top of the Prem. Manchester United do have a game in hand, but Arsenal also have 70 points, so they're right up there too. And Manchester City are 8th, but that's who we have to play next. Can Spurs keep themselves in the title fight against a good Man City team? No, they lose. Berardi, Haaland, and Keane with the goals. Son scores late, but it's not enough. Spurs lose. Liverpool lose as well though, so they could still be in this, but it's looking looking like Manchester United probably, right? We'll sim it out anyway. Aston Villa next. Can Spurs maintain themselves in the title fight? A 1-0 win is enough. Harry Kane with a goal. And here's the situation in the Premier League table going into the last day. Spurs are 1 point behind Man United. Arsenal are 1 point behind Spurs, and Liverpool are 1 point behind Arsenal. Chelsea are 2 behind Liverpool. I mean, this is craziness. I've never seen a title fight this close. It all comes down to this. Spurs versus Burnley. Who's going to win the Premier League? Is it going to be Maradona? Oh, draw's not going to be enough. Manchester United drew as well, though, but that puts Man United on top unless Liverpool won. I have no idea. Let's just see who won. Oh, it was Man United. Spurs could have won it if they beat Burnley, but they didn't. And Manchester United win the Premier League. Maradona falls short of another trophy. But it's 2026, which means it's World Cup time. Pelé and Maradona are definitely going to be on their national teams. And Argentina haven't played a game in Group F quite yet, but Brazil aren't there. Brazil aren't there. Why aren't Brazil in the World Cup? Why is there only 6 groups? What is going on? Brazil aren't in the World Cup. Did they just not qualify? Oh my god. Okay. So Pele's not in the World Cup, but Maradona is, I guess. We'll just sim it out anyway. They lose against the Czech Republic. They beat Iceland. And on the last day, they have Portugal. And they could really do with a result here. It's Argentina versus Portugal. Old Messi versus old Ronaldo, but neither of them are here, of course. Who's going to win it? It's going to be a draw. Argentina get 4 points. That's enough to get through? No, they're out. Argentina go out in the group stage. Portugal and the Czech Republic go through. We'll sim out the rest of the World Cup. Oh no, they're through. What? It says they're through. Oh, because there's only 6 groups. This is so stupid. Since EA lost the licensing to the World Cup, it's all gone to crap. The 2 best 3rd place finishers go through, and I suppose that would be Argentina, right? Yeah. So they have the Netherlands to play. Great. So they scrape through their group. They should have never got through. And now they have to play against a strong Netherlands side, which will probably batter them. And what's more, they're not even playing Maradona. Can they win it? No, they don't. Shock horror. Netherlands go through, and Argentina go out in 2026. Better than Brazil, though, who didn't even make the tournament. Pelé is still here at FC Andorra, 92 overall, getting 13-3 on the season. Not the most record-shattering statistical season when someone that's almost 30 ratings worse than you almost outscores you, but hey, cut a man some slack, okay? He's literally Pelé. Maradona is here at Spurs. He is the best player at the club, and he's got 30-11. There we go. First big season for Maradona. He's up to 90 overall, and he is a beast. He was the top scorer at the goal club. Santiago Jimenez was up there, but not quite as good. Kulusevski got the most assists, though. That's interesting. Top scorer in the Premier League this season was Moise Keane with Manchester City. Maradona came 4th with 23, just above Haaland. Very impressive. In the Premier League, Spurs are currently 3rd, but they could technically win the title. Don't think they will, though.
It's the history of the Tottenham.
Any luck at any of the trophies? I don't think so. Oh, they could actually win the league. Manchester City lost. They have Arsenal to play in a North London derby to see if Spurs can win the league. Can they pull through a 2-2 draws? Not enough. Manchester City beat Burnley, so it's over for Spurs. They're not going to win the league.
It's the history.
But of course, there's going to be the Ballon d'Or next year, and I want to see, can Pelé or Maradona get themselves up for the awards? And unfortunately, nobody wins the Ballon d'Or. It's Erling Haaland, of course it is. But Pelé and Maradona will definitely be there at some point. But for now, it's just going to be Haaland. Thanks. Okay, so I've just touched down in the mountains of Andorra. I know that sounds very dramatic, but we are in Andorra, and Pelé's gone. The man is left. Unbelievable. Well, it's about time, to be honest. His value was through the roof. It was about time that he'd leave. Thank God he's left this failing football club, and he's gone somewhere else. Where is he? Arsenal! Oh my god. So you're telling me that Maradona's in Spurs and Pelé's in Arsenal? Pelé's the best player on the club, and he's 24-8, so he's been here the whole year. Top goal scorer at the club and tied assists with Bukayo Saka. Financially, he's worth 172 million. That's actually not that much. Arsenal in the Prem, the mighty Prem, they finished 5th, way behind Man United, 16 points off. But Spurs won the Carabao Cup against Aston Villa. There's another trophy for Maradona. Granted, it's another cup competition, but it's decent. Arsenal were in the Europa League and got knocked out by Mönchengladbach. Wow. And Spurs got bounced by Milan. Not much better. Maradona is still here at Spurs. He's 93 overall, best player at the club by 3 ratings. Alphonso Davies is good as well, though. He got 38-7. What a season. He's also worth 260. That's such a stupid amount of money. And he's still so young. He still has a couple of World Cups in him. I wonder if he can win one like he did in real life. 1986 was his year. I wonder what year it'll be in the simulation. Spurs do lock down the Champions League place ahead of Arsenal, though, which is lovely for them. And the top scorer in the Premier League was Phil Foden. Maradona finished 2nd, though. And Pelé finished 8th with 16 goals. I feel like Pelé would be doing a bit better in real life. I feel like he wouldn't fall behind Phil Foden. Anyway, let's go to next year. Maradona's 96 rated. God, the man's a machine. He seems to be becoming a bit of a Spurs legend. 24 years old, one of the world's best. 16 and 11 though isn't great, but he is top scorer at the club. Bit of a weird season for Spurs. How did they do? Yeah, 8th. They didn't score a lot of goals and it showed. Arsenal on the other hand finished 6th. Not a great season for either London club. Chelsea were the best team in London. That's interesting. And also completely unrealistic. Top scorer in the Premier League was Fofana. Okay. Mudryk finished 2nd with Newcastle. I'm sure they could afford him. Pelé on the other hand is 23rd with Arsenal. God, he had a stinker. Pelé is up again to a 97 overall, but he just had a bad season for some reason. 2 goals in the Europa League and 12 in the Prem. Don't really know what happened. He wasn't top scorer. Ousmane Dembele was. God, how the hell did he get here? Arsenal, as we know, finished 6th in the Prem. No FA Cup. Carabao Cup is Liverpool's. And nothing in any of the European competitions. They've both had a terrible year, but next year is the World Cup. So that's their chance to get some international glory. Hopefully Brazil actually make it this time. But the Ballon d'Or is again on this year, so we'll hope that they can make it. Oh boy, it's Ballon d'Or time again. Come on. Who'll lift the 2029 Ballon d'Or? And we have no one. No one at all? That's ridiculous. Martinez, Gakpo, Leao, and Ferran Torres. That's so silly. That's a shame. I thought this could be the year for Pelé and Maradona, but obviously not. They still have a long way to go in their careers though, so don't worry. Also, the World Cup is coming up this year, so that's something to get excited about. And Pelé, yes, Pelé is 99 rated. Oh my god, 16 and 3 though is kind of garbage to be honest. However, Arsenal have a pretty poor season, finishing 5th. Spurs also finished 7th, so Maradona and Pelé do poorly, but Spurs are in the FA Cup final, so that's good. Champions League, nothing. Europa League, Arsenal are there against Napoli. Conference League, Spurs are there. Okay, so we could win some trophies. So the easiest thing for me to do is go to the second leg. The first leg against Napoli is a draw, 2-2, perfect. And the winner of the FA Cup final was... oh, it's still to go. 1st of June. Okay, lovely. Here we go. Napoli versus Arsenal. Pelé going for the Europa League, and he gets it. A 2-1 win. Pelé scores a brace, and they're in the Europa League final. Pelé in the Europa League final against Villarreal. Maradona has been here before. Can Pelé deliver on the second biggest stage? No, he can't. Villarreal get the win. Anderson, Saka, and Matson all score. And just like Pelé, Maradona's matched him. 99 overall for the Argentine as well. 42 and 10. What a season. As well as 13 goals in the Conference League. The man is a monster. However, they are in the final of the Conference League, so they could do a double. Here we go. It's West Brom to play against. Can Spurs win a trophy for the first time in like 2 decades? Yes, they can. Kulusevski and Davies with the goals. Spurs finally win a trophy. West Brom gone and Spurs win the FA Cup. A trophy's a trophy at this point. It's Maradona for the UEFA Conference League. Oh, penalties. Maradona scored his penalty and they beat Lons. He also scores in regular time as well as Tchouaméni. Oh, Brazil aren't there. Why? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Brazil aren't there. Brazil aren't there. So what? Pelé just can't win the World Cup? This is BS. This can't happen. No, this can't happen. All right, next World Cup year, I'm going to control Brazil and see what happens because that's just not fair. Oh, I completely forgot about this. The Brazilian national team isn't actually in FIFA anymore. So here I am on the Brazil team. I go into team management and there's nothing here because the Brazil team's not in FIFA. That's why they're not in the World Cup. Okay, there's nothing we can really do about that. I can't really put Pelé on another nation, can I? That's ridiculous. I'm going to resign from this job. Yeah, Brazil are not in FIFA anymore, so their national team isn't in the World Cup. But hey, we can sim it out with Argentina, okay? Maradona's going to be there. Pelé needs to win some Champions League then to catch up with Maradona. And Argentina have France in the round of 16 of the World Cup. That's a tough tie. Maradona versus the French national team. Here we go. Oh, he's not even playing? Are you serious? Okay, well, I'm not going to shove him in the team if he's not playing. And they lose to France. Great. 89th minute, Leon scores the winner. Amazing. Why are you not playing Maradona? He's like the best player in the world. That's not fair. And there goes the World Cup just like that. Pele's never going to be in it because Brazil aren't in it. And Argentina are just terrible. But Champions Leagues. Since Pelé can't make the World Cup and Maradona seems to just not be playing, the currency of this simulation will be Champions Leagues and Premier League titles. Who will win the most? Pelé or Maradona? Simple as that. Let's see. 2030 Ballon d'Or. Any nominations? And we have Pelé there. Pelé, Foden, Mbappe, and Haaland. There's a chance. There's a real chance. Here we go. Ballon d'Or. Oh, has to be Haaland. Okay, Haaland is the Ballon d'Or. Pelé gets nominated but doesn't win it. So close. What a shame. And here's the situation. Pelé got 24 and 7, so an okay season. But for a 99 rated player, you kind of want better, don't you? Financially, 325 mil. Yeah, he's worth a lot of money. He's on 1.05 mil a week. Who will win the 2031 Ballon d'Or? It will be Mbappe, Haaland, Vinny, Rodrigo. Oh my god, no luck again. Pelé got nominated last year but didn't get a chance this year. There's no even point of checking. It's going to be like Haaland or whatever. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. We're just looking for Pelé or Maradona. That's it. Finally, we have some movement. Spurs are top of the Premier League. Arsenal are 9th, so they're not getting relegated at least. They've had a better season, but Spurs finally. Okay, we're good. We're good. There's no way they bottle it from here, right? And they're in the Champions League semi-final, and they have a 4-1 lead. Oh my god. And there is absolutely no way Spurs bottle it from here, yes. Okay, good. A 2-0 win. Maradona and Jed Spence with the goals. They're going to the final. Who are they going to have? It's going to be PSG. Oh, Mbappe versus Maradona. Here we go. The Champions League final has commenced. PSG versus Tottenham. Two of the newer clubs in Europe. Having that said, oh, look at these camera angles, by the way. And here comes Maradona for Tottenham. Maradona passed it back to Jimenez with a shot. First goal for Tottenham. They go 1-0 up in the Champions League final. PSG down. And Maradona with an assist in the Champions League final. The biggest game of all. Tottenham are winning. Brilliant ball to Maradona. To Jimenez with the shot. Good save. Maradona almost got a second assist there. Sets back Davies to Voss. Voss to Kulusevski. That's 2-0 to Tottenham. Oh my god, they're doing it. Kulusevski with the finish. Tottenham are winning the Champions League final. And that's half time. Spurs definitely on top. PSG haven't really got started. Maradona doing incredibly. Spurs doing incredibly. Let's hope they can continue it for the second half. And here comes Diego Maradona for Spurs. Round the outside. Brilliant run from Maradona. Maradona. Oh, what a goal. He just ran like half the pitch. Diego Maradona with a screamer. And Tottenham are surely going to be the Champions League winner. Diego Armando Maradona with a belter. And here we go. What a year it's been for Tottenham. They've been all over the place, but here they are in the San Siro. Champions League winners. Diego Maradona and Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, they're on the same team now. Are Champions League winners. That's 1 for Maradona and 0 for Pelé. Pelé is 99 overall, 27 years old, 18 and 6 though, 15 in the Prem. For a 99 rated player, you kind of expect a little bit more. Ballon d'Or winner for 2032 is Vinicius. Ugh, so close again. So no Maradona and no Pelé again, but fingers crossed they will get there at some point. I'm sure they will. Pelé, he's 99 overall, 28 years old, 25 and 5 is a bit better, but still not great. This season, top scorer in the Premier League was Haaland with 21. Maradona's up there with 21 as well. Still 3 games to go. Can Maradona get himself the golden boot? Now Maradona's up to a 99 overall. Well, he's there already. 28 and 10, 38 and 50. Pretty good at the whole football thing. Top goal scorer and top assister for the club. He is 99 rated, but still not nominated for a Ballon d'Or. They're looking more secure in the Champions League spot, but still not fully there. If they win, they go to a Champions League final. Simple as that. Let's quick sim it. Spurs in the final? Yes, they are. Kulusevski and Jimenez with the goals. 3-0 on aggregate. Really, really convincing from Spurs. And they're going to have either Dortmund or Bayern in the final. And it's going to be Bayern Munich in the Champions League final. Let's see if they can close out the Champions League spot. They do lose to Aston Villa. That's not looking good. And they also lose to Burnley, so they're definitely not in the Champions League. Yeah, no, they finished 6th. Arsenal made it. Oh my god, that's incredible. Arsenal snuck into the Champions League spot somehow, and Spurs crash out. That's lovely for Arsenal. But if Spurs win the Champions League this year, of course they'll qualify for next year too. If Pelé and Maradona do end up facing off against each other, they do every year, of course, but if I can get them to face off against each other in the late season or Champions League, that would be ideal. And they lose the Champions League final to Bayern Munich. Okay, fair. But Maradona still has won the Champions League, so we'll give him that. Ballon d'Or winner is... Oh, that's Pelé, right? That's Pelé. Is that Pelé? Yes! Pelé wins the Ballon d'Or! Thank God! Finally, we have a Ballon d'Or winner. Oh, it's about time. 10 years after the start of the simulation, 2033, Pelé wins the Ballon d'Or. So Maradona's got a Champions League, but Pelé's got a Ballon d'Or. Individual award versus team award. Interesting dynamic there. Let's into the end of the season and see if Arsenal can win something. Pelé's still here, the Ballon d'Or winner, 99 overall, 20 and 5. So like statistically, he's not even that great, but for some reason, he's just winning trophies and stuff. 14th in the Prem. Oh, they're so bad. And Spurs are 13th as well. They've done terribly. This is what the Arsenal team looks like in 2034. Botman is here, but he's 34. Kowalczyk in defense, he's a random guy. Odegaard is still here, 88 overall. Saka is still here, 90 overall. Ousmane Dembele is old. This Sirjan guy, cool. And they're a mid-table team. Top scorer in the Premier League this year was Jackson for Everton, Diallo for Man City. Mukoko was with Brighton, by the way, so be afraid of that. He's normally insane in these simulations. Pelé finishes 21st, and Maradona is nowhere to be seen. God, that's bleak. Spurs are in the Conference League though, good for them. Maradona is still here, 99 overall, way the best player at the club. 15 and 4 is horrible. Terrible year for Maradona. I don't know what he's doing. And they drew 2-2 with Union Berlin. Can they close out the tie and get to the Conference League final again? They won it last time they got there. Can they do it again? No, Berlin win. And Maradona doesn't even score. Excellent. On the Argentine team, Garnacho is still starting on the wing, but Diego Maradona is starting in the center of midfield, 99 overall. Alvarez Fernandez up top, even though he's old, 34. I suppose Arias should really be starting, but here we are. And this is the group: Sweden, Romania, and Portugal. Not too bad. Leicester won the FA Cup. That's interesting. They won against Sweden. They won against Romania. And in their final group game against Portugal, they get a win. 9 from 9. What a result for Argentina. Garnacho with a goal and Sula with a goal. They go through top of their group. And they have France in the round of 16. That's tough. France knocked them out last time around, but can they get through this time? Kickoff time in Argentina versus France. Garnacho, Arias, and Sula up front for Argentina. It's a really strong Argentina team, actually. Can they get past France in extra time? It's Diego Maradona with the winner in the 115th minute. They needed a hero, and who popped up but Diego Maradona? Yes, literal Maradona. Argentina versus Portugal. They beat them in the groups, and they beat them again on penalties. Wow. Maradona scores his penalty. He was first up of everyone. Buries it. 7-6. Florentino misses the essential penalty. Argentina go through to a World Cup semi-final here. Who are they going to have? It's not going to be Ireland anyway. We got knocked out by Denmark, but they're going to have Ghana. Ooh, that's okay. It's Argentina versus Ghana. Argentina are in a World Cup final. Shula, Arias, and Velasco. You're crazy if you think I'm not going to watch this. And it's going to be Germany, of course it is. And here we are. EA have lost the licensing for the World Cup, so it's the men's international final. That's right. It's Maradona and Argentina versus Kai Havertz, I guess, and Germany. Hold on to your seats. This is going to be a big one. Clash of the Titans. Tall man versus small man. Who will win? No, but in all seriousness, Maradona has a chance to cement his legacy in the World Cup final 2034. The World Cup final. Germany versus Argentina. Who's going to win it? Trasoldi into Wirtz. Into Mukoko. Here we go. Germany coming forward. Into Wirtz. Florian Wirtz with a shot. There's 1-0. Germany with a brilliant goal. Florian Wirtz with the first goal of the World Cup final. Maradona and Argentina are behind. And that's halftime in the World Cup final. Germany 1-0 up and doing very, very well. Arias to Fernandez. Fernandez with a shot. Oh, what a finish. Enzo Fernandez with a screamer for Argentina. And it's 1-1 in the World Cup final. Enzo Fernandez with a banger. The captain, Enzo Fernandez, leads his country. And oh, Arias now on the ball. Arias still going. It's Arias for Argentina. It's a goal. It's enough. Arias with the goal. Argentina with a really nice finish there. And they're gonna do it, you know. Argentina might just win themselves a World Cup. Maradona might just do it again. And here comes Young into Mukoko. Can Germany get anything back here? Mukoko with a shot. Oh, he's buried it. Mukoko with a screamer. It's 2-2 in the World Cup final. And Yusufa Mukoko absolutely buries the Argentine dream. Oh, that's heartbreaking. What a finish from the German. And now the teams need a hero. Any hero from either side to win their nation the World Cup. Maradona did it with Argentina. Messi did it with Argentina. Can Maradona do it again? Here comes Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez for Argentina. They have a bit of space down here. Uribe into Garnacho. Great run. Here we go. There's a lot of space here in the German defense. Garnacho into Arias again. Arias with a shot. It's 3-2. 85th minute. Arias just scored, and that might be the decider, the winner in the World Cup final. Maradona might have just won himself the World Cup. Arias might have just written himself into the history books. Argentina are on their way. They have 5 more minutes to wait and hold off the Germans if they can. That was brilliant play. The German defense was so open, and Arias just buried it. Really composed in the last minutes of the World Cup final, can I just say. Poor tackle, but it won't matter. The game's over. Uribe is the hero. Enzo Fernandez is the captain. Maradona is the star in it all. Argentina win themselves the World Cup. Maradona did it in real life, and he's done it in simulation again. What a beast. And Argentina win themselves the World Cup. That is a goofy-ass trophy, but it's the World Cup. Maradona is a world champion. And the winner of the Ballon d'Or is here, and it's going to be... Oh my God, is that Garnacho? Garnacho won the Ballon d'Or with Bayern Munich. I don't believe you. That's crazy. Pelé is now 30 years old. He's getting old. 18-8 on the season, though. Not particularly great. He's still worth like $1 kajillion, though, so he's really good, I guess. But for some reason, he's just not getting the goals. Arsenal finished second in the Prem, but they are not going to win it. Spurs finished 10th. Poor season for them. Maradona's still here, still killing it at Spurs, and 30 years old. 9-4. That's a horrible season for him. He was top goal scorer at the club, though, somehow. He's also worth like 282 million, but funnily enough, his wage isn't quite as much as Pelé's. That's interesting. And this is what the Tottenham team looks like. This Jimenez guy is here. Reina is here for some reason. Christian Romero is still here. He has 44 pace and he's 37 years old. And Alphonso Davies is still here. Excellent. We already know their situation in the trophy, so let's go to next year and see if one of our players can win a Ballon d'Or. Nominees for the Ballon d'Or are in. Do we have any luck? Yes, Pelé is nominated. Here we go. Vinicius, Haaland, Rodrigo, and Pelé. We have a chance. Ballon d'Or winner. Yes, it's Pelé. Okay, so Pelé's got 2 Ballon d'Ors. Maradona's got 2 Champions Leagues. It's really close as to who's better. better. Maradona still being himself, still being good at football. 99 overall, 15 and 6 on the year. Okay, I suppose it's all right for a cam. 242 million. This cam is also worth 115 million. Also Argentinian. There you go. It's like Maradona's regen, except taller. And they're 9th. Oh my god, they're 9th in the Prem. That's really poor. Chelsea are down in 15th as well. Newcastle 14th. And Arsenal are 2nd, but they're 20 points off Man City. Oh my god, not even near. Hold on. Yes, last game of the year. Tottenham versus Arsenal. Okay, we're 100% going to watch this. In the primes of their careers, it's Pelé versus Maradona. And here we go. It's Tottenham versus Arsenal. Maradona versus Pelé. We never got to see it in real life, but we're about to see it in game. Both at the peaks of their powers. Who's going to win? Hartman on the ball. What can he find for Arsenal? Into Pelé. It's Pelé. It sets in. Ilkan. What a save. Saka goal. 1-0 to Arsenal in the derby. Brilliant finish from Bukayo Saka, but that goal was completely made by Pelé. The whole way up the pitch, he was intricate. 1-0 to Arsenal. Maradona behind. Pelé in the lead. Here comes Arsenal. Pelé around the corner. Pelé for Arsenal. Pelé. What a finish. Pelé dominating the Spurs defense. Brilliant run from him. Spun his defender and buried the chance. Pelé's definitely on top between Maradona and himself. Campos into Jimenez with the shot. There's one for Tottenham. It's 2-1. Maradona not involved at all, but Jimenez with a brilliant finish and Tottenham back in the game. Alphonso Davies into Bernardi. Time running out for Tottenham. They need to get forward here. They need to get forward or the game's over. That's it. Arsenal win the derby. The North London derby goes Arsenal's way. Tottenham couldn't quite get forward quick enough in the end. Maradona got one touch of the ball for the whole game. Pelé scored what was effectively the winner, and Arsenal win the derby. They finish higher in the table and they win on the last day. Pelé, the two-time Ballon d'Or winner, wins out against Maradona, but Maradona has won the Champions League and Pelé has not. Let's see if Pelé can win a Champions League or Maradona can win a Ballon d'Or. Who knows? And the Ballon d'Or winner is Pelé again. The man's got 3. He's a monster. And Arsenal are still not winning any Premier Leagues. 5th in the Prem. Liverpool are top. Spurs are 8th. For some reason, Maradona's Spurs are just crap. But they are in the FA Cup final here against Burnley. That's interesting. But Pelé came 9th with 15 goals, just behind Maradona. And here goes the FA Cup final. It's Arsenal versus Burnley. Any luck for Arsenal? Yeah, they win the FA Cup. Pelé scores and Marquinhos scores. And Ciso playing for Burnley scores, but it's not enough. Pelé wins himself an FA Cup. That's another piece of silverware for him. Maradona is still at Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, for real. Contract expiring in 12 months, though. I wonder if they'll renew him. They should. It's literally Maradona. 18 and 7. Financially, yeah, whatever. He's like good at football. Obviously, it's Maradona. He's also captain of Spurs, which is like being top of like year 3. Congratulations. Liverpool won the Premier League and Leicester finished above Spurs. Brilliant. Bet Jamie Vardy's still playing. Some things never change. Again, we have the World Cup on next year. I wonder if Maradona can go back to back in World Cups. That would be crazy. Ballon d'Or winner for 2037 is not Pelé. It's this random guy. What's his name? Sean Moore. He sounds Irish. He is Irish. Oh, lovely. We have a Ballon d'Or winner. Let's go. But yeah, no luck for Pelé or Maradona. They'll get their due diligence in the coming years. Don't worry about that. Hold on a minute. Where's Maradona? Hold on. His contract expired in 12 months, remember? And now he's not here. Please do not tell me the man's a free agent. Come on, be at a club. Oh, he's a free agent. No. It's FIFA 24 and the best player in the world, Maradona, literally Maradona, is a free agent because nobody wants to sign him. This makes no sense. Pele's here, but he has regressed down to a 98 overall. 25 and 10 though, probably his best statistical season. In the standings, Arsenal are 9th and Spurs are 14th. Horrible season for them both. Chelsea are in the relegation zone. That's hilarious. Top of the league is Manchester City with Newcastle, Man United and Wolves up there. Wow, that's insane. Chelsea getting relegated. That's kind of realistic actually. Top scorer in the Premier League was Walters for Newcastle United as well as Cisse for Tottenham. That's good. Pelé finished 4th. Not bad at all. But Arsenal are in the Conference League semi-final against Fiorentina. They are 2-0 down though. It's going to take a mighty effort to overturn this tie. Can Pelé do it? Fiorentina win on the night and they go through. And they've Real Madrid to play. Jesus Christ, in the Conference League. I want to sim out the remainder of the season just to check if Chelsea got relegated. And they did. Oh, that's hilarious. Chelsea in the bin. Now the Argentine head coach, let's see. Is Maradona here? He certainly should be. Maradona's 99 rated and a free agent, so technically he's just a dude on the street, but they've dragged him into the Argentinian national team and he will be the best player here. He'll certainly start ahead of Oliveira, I imagine. And they have Belgium, Iceland and France. Oh, that's tough. Don't like that at all. First game against Belgium is a 2-1 win for Argentina. Next up against Iceland is a 3-2 win. 6 from 6. I wonder if they can go 9 from 9. Will it be a clean sweep in the group for the South Americans? Maradona, 7 from 9. Not bad. Garnacho with the goal. A draw with France. The United States of America versus Argentina. Maradona versus America. And it's America on penalties. Oh my God, no way. Maradona missed. And he didn't even score in regular time. What a fraud. America knock out Argentina. That's hilarious. Of course it was America. Let's sim out the rest of the World Cup and see who won it. It could be any team, obviously, that are in the quarterfinals. And I'm going to make a little rule here. And you might not agree with me on this one, but I want to make this simulation a little bit more realistic, if that makes any sense. So stick with me. Whoever wins this World Cup will get Maradona. The best team in their country will get him. Because there is no way that Diego Maradona would be a free agent in real life for more than like 20 seconds. Someone would snap him up like that. Yeah, come on. Do you want to just sit in free agency and get no stats? No. It's Portugal. There we go. Okay. So what? We'll send him to Benfica. That works for me. That's better than him just sitting in free agency doing nothing. And there you go. Maradona's a Benfica player. Ballon d'Or winner 2038. Any luck? No. The random dude. His name is Tommaso Lombardi. The most Italian name possible. Young player of the year was Gregory Robin. Pele's regressed again. He's down to a 96 overall. Still by far the best player at the club though. 19 and 6 on the season. Top scorer and what? Second in assists? Yeah, he's still very good. Pele's Pele, you know. 3-time Ballon d'Or winner. Financially, he's worth 151 million. Still most in the club by like 70 mil. So he's still pretty good at the whole football thing. This Christensen guy is 19 and 85 overall. Is he Odegaard's regen? I think so. Standings wise, Arsenal are 7th and Tottenham are 14th. They're doing terribly. Chelsea, of course, are in the Championship. Top of the league is Manchester United by a decade of points. Chelsea in the Championship are in the FA Cup final. That's interesting. Champions League? No. Man City are there, but no other English clubs. Europa League? No. Conference League? No. And top scorer in the Premier League was Hassan for Liverpool. 28 goals. What a season. Saka, but he plays for Manchester United. I wonder if that's Bukayo. I don't think so. And Pele was 9th with 16 goals. Not bad, but not particularly good either. I would have expected Pele to be like 30 goals, 30 goals, 30 goals every year. Benfica, the great Benfica. Oh my God, they got rid of Maradona. I did sign him here, but where is he? Diego Maradona. Oh no, he is still at Benfica. What? He's just sitting on the reserves. Oh my God. He's the best player at the club by like 15 overall, but he's played 3 games all year. Oh my God. Why? Just play him. It's not difficult. The man is good enough. 98 overall. He's begun his regression as well. No Taca Portuguesa, no Super Cup, and obviously no Champions League. Benfica, man, that's so stupid. I literally gave you Maradona and you haven't even played him. Top scorer in the Portuguese league was Hawkins for Porto. Hawkins. His name is Hawkins. Maradona versus Hawkins. Who do you think is going to score more goals? World Player of the Year is... Oh, it's not Pele or Maradona. I think their stint might be over on top. Austin Stone wins it for Leipzig. He is an English striker called Austin. What the hell? Okay. Pele, 92 overall. Wow, the regression's big. 28 and 5 though. Good season for him. Arsenal are doing well in the league, but they're miles off the title. 20 points off Man United. I feel like that's a regular occurrence. No FA Cup for them. But they did win the Carabao Cup. That counts for something. No Champions League. No Europa League. They're in the Conference League and they're beating Midtjylland 4-1. And is it going to be Pele in the Conference League final? Yes, it is. Barely, by the way. They lost 2-0 on the night, but they're still through. And they have Aberdeen in the final. That's hilarious. Chelsea got promoted again back to the Premier League. I wonder if they'll get relegated. Here we go. Can Pele win the Conference League? Yeah, 3-1 win. Extra time, though. Moreira with a fairly late goal to take it there, and then Pele scores as well as Christensen. Arsenal win the Conference League. There's another trophy for Pele, even though it is the Conference League. The 3-time Ballon d'Or winner wins, I'm sure, his most prized trophy. Diego Maradona is 96 overall. Contract expiring in 12 months, but 15 and 11 for him. He wasn't top scorer. This Charles David guy was, but he was top assister, and he actually played this year. Can you believe it? Maradona got picked for the first team, and Benfica won the Liga Portugal. I wonder if those two things are correlated. No Taca Portuguesa though. I see no Champions League, no Europa League, and no Conference League either. That was won by Arsenal. Top scorer in the Portuguese league was Ali. Hawkins came second though. The man's a beast. Bellingham. I'm sure he's not with Braga, surely. Oh, it's Joe Bellingham, not Jude. That makes sense, I guess. And I think at this point it's pretty obvious. There's no point checking the Ballon d'Or. One of our stars just simply isn't high enough rated, and the other is in the Portuguese league, so we're not even going to check. Let's just keep simming through. Is Pele going to reach his first ever Champions League final? Come on, Pele. 88 rated, a veteran at this point. No! Pele scores a brace. I don't think there's much more he could have really done, but Inter Milan make the final and he doesn't. Oh, that's such a shame. And it's going to be Man City in the final as well. Ah, that's a shame. That would have been good. As we know, Pele is 88 overall. No longer the best player at the club, tied with Johan Christensen. 27 and 16 though. Good season for him actually. What's that? 43 and 55? Pretty good. Top scorer and top assister at his ripe old age of 36. He could retire soon, but let's check on Maradona and see how far along he is. Maradona becomes 94 overall. 20 and 8. Good season actually for a 36-year-old OAP. Benfica are second in the Liga Portuguesa, 5 points behind Porto. No Taca Portuguesa, and we know about Europe. They're not there either. Top scorer, was it Hawkins or was it Maradona? It was Hawkins. Oh my God, the man's a beast. Maradona finished 5th with 15 goals. That's crazy. Let's sim out another year, I guess. Also, there's no point checking the World Cup in 2042 because there's just no way Maradona's going to be there. Well, maybe he will be actually. Yeah, we'll just check it anyway. There's no harm. Here's Maradona, 93 overall, 12 ahead of anyone else at the club. 19-7, decent season for him from Cam. Pulling all the strings for Benfica. Was it enough to win the title? No. Porto ahead. In the Taca Portuguesa, Sporting Lisbon won it. Diego Maradona is not here. He's not here. Maradona's gone. Diego Maradona is still playing football, but he's a free agent again. Okay, there's no way he'd be a free agent in real life, but this time I am gonna leave him. I even feel bad for signing him for Benfica, but he doesn't really deserve to get signed at this point. If he's been released twice, there's nothing I can do. And for the record, Benfica came 6th without him. Of course they did. And Pelé for Arsenal is 86 overall. Scroll down a bit to get to him. 26-7, a great veteran, but a good season for him, all things told. Arsenal are in the FA Cup semi-final. If they win, they'll have Newport in the final. They have to play against the Championship club Chelsea, although they are in the Premier League this season. And Burnley are finished 2nd and could maybe win the title. Arsenal are 8th. I do have to sim this out because I do want to see Burnley succeed. So Burnley doing really well in the Premier League and in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Will it be Pelé and Arsenal getting through? A 1-1 draw in the first leg. It all comes down to the second. Here we go. It all comes down to this. It's 1-1 in the tie. Who's going to get through? It's going to be Arsenal. Kajlek with a brace. Arsenal get through to the Europa League final. Who are they going to play? Monaco or Napoli? It's Monaco on penalties. Arsenal versus Monaco in the Europa League final. And the final day of the Premier League, Burnley are still up there. They're top by a point. Oh, Burnley could do it. And they have Sunderland to play. That's a fairly easy game, I feel like. Here we go. Can Burnley win the Premier League? Yeah! They win the Premier League 3-1. They draw 1-0 with Sunderland, but Man City also drew, so they do win the Premier League. That is kind of lucky, to be honest. Now, Burnley win the Prem. That is amazing. Drink it in, Burnley fans, all 3 of you. Back at Arsenal, Pelé is down to an 83 overall. Still a great veteran. 25-9 on the season. I don't really have much else to say. At this point in his career, Pelé's old. 38 pace and 38 years old. You know it's bad when your age and your pace is the exact same. And yeah, man, he's just old. It's sad. Pelé's about to retire for the 2nd time. Didn't win a World Cup this time around because EA screwed up the licensing, but Maradona did with Argentina. Who is a better player? Let's close out the careers and have a quick check. Who is the best player? That's up for you to decide. In my opinion, I'm going to give it to Maradona, I think, but it's actually really close. I actually don't know. Maradona won the World Cup and he won 2 Champions Leagues. Pelé won 3 Ballon d'Ors, as well as a bunch of other trophies. It's really close. It's really, really close. Make your own mind up. Talk about it in the comments. But above all else, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then check out this video, which is an entire history of FIFA. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching.